Joe here, welcome to another member requested technical analysis video. This time we are looking at FLR using BitTrue data here. This is a project that was initially set up to be kind of the DeFi on XRP and then has changed since it's changed its course. I'm not going to go too much into the fundamentals on FLR in this video. Definitely one you should go do your research on, especially if you're invested in XRP in my opinion. But that's kind of what caused this crash here, specifically in January 23. There was a delay to an airdrop, and then there was more tokens released, and a few things that kind of changing on this project. But not a huge amount of data, not an easy one to do technical analysis on, but we'll do our best here. So from kind of that period, I've kind of got a sort of five-wave move down. I haven't really got a macro structure idea on this one, but you can see that was a sort of an impulsive move to the downside, which kind of ended with same with a lot of cryptos before the market reversed in October. Obviously, some reversed also in the summer of last year, some reversed in October. But the reversal on FLR from a percentage gain it's been pretty strong. Obviously, a lot of people who invested in this one early got absolutely ruined, unfortunately, and there's huge losses. But people who came into this one late, and especially if you managed to get in on FLR down the bottom here, you're doing pretty well at the minute. From the bottom to our current high that we've got at 8 cents, we're looking at about a 10x on FLR. So what can we see from the chart? What can we see from the indicators? Again, RSI hitting the highs, but it was up there for quite a long time and is now correcting actually quite nicely with, still a very volatile asset. Again, we've had a 50%, over 50% pullback off the current high at the minute, 8 cents. But this one, again, if it gets some momentum to the upside, it can move very sharply. Just like many altcoins, again, got the curve reversal pattern going at the minute. And next real resistance it kind of comes in around about 20 cents. So again, this one could be really volatile. I think kind of the 8 cent resistance basically coming from where it started here in January 21. Obviously from that 80% crash that happened 12 months later, there's a lot of candles, a big gap to fill there potentially if this one can remain bullish. So I think FLR is a very high risk but also high reward asset, and I'm only saying that again, not looking too much at the fundamentals, but that is essentially what the chart is telling me here. If this one gets any momentum, it is going to move quite aggressively. Again, with the whole rest of the market, although Bitcoin has pulled back, as I keep saying, I haven't seen any huge bearish signals at the minute, so it's not one that I would personally be looking to trade to the downside here. Again, it's a speculative play, and again, it's just one of those, in my opinion, that you can look to dollar cost average at best, in your opinion. But if it can get up to that 20 cents and break this 8 cents, very, very good potential gains here. We'd be looking at around about just under a 7x, around about 6x, 6.5x. So that's kind of the likely area that I would kind of look for a bounce to the upside. It is possible as well that this could be maybe a W reversal pattern where you just kind of go at the middle, come back down, sweep the lows, and then off it goes again later. That would not be an uncommon pattern to play out here, and I think that has potential to play out if Bitcoin's correction is more severe and we start seeing more of a sell-off on the total market cap and altcoins correct a bit more than we potentially are looking at the moment. Now, on just the lower time frame, it's possible this could just be a free wave correction. I've got this parallel channel that Blair is potentially following, and it may just be looking to tap this lower trend line of support, which would come in around about 3.1, 3.2 cents. Again, RSIs are correcting quite nicely here, so I think my best guess at the minute is that we have a little lower to go here before a bounce. Whether we take out this 8 cents again or not, is again pretty speculative. We'll have to see how price reacts, but I do think we are going to see a bounce here, and I think we can easily get back into sort of the 5 cent range. If, however, this trend line of support breaks to the downside, then in all likelihood, there's a very good chance of seeing lower lows on flare. So holding this trend line of support here is key. Simple as that. Do not want to lose that supporting trend line. Once that breaks, then we'd kind of have to reassess that. We'd be looking at lower targets on flare. And again, this kind of is one of those charts that can really be affected with what happens next on the fundamentals. That's the technical analysis on flare. Thanks for watching.